All right, question 17. We have some background information here to give us two equations or two functions here. And it says the quantity of a product supply and the quantity of a product demanded in the economic market are functions of the price of the product. The functions above are the estimated supply and demand functions for a certain product. The function S of P gives the quantity of product supplied to the market when the price is P dollars. And function D of P gives the quantity of the product demanded by the market when the price is P dollars. Okay, so I have two functions. So the S represents supply and D represents demand. Okay. So now let's look at question 17. It says, how will the quantity of the product supplied to the market change if the price of the product is increased by $10? Okay, so that's a price increase by $10. How much will the supply change? So since we're talking about the quantity supplied, we had to use which function? I had to use the first one, right? That's the S function, is the one with the supply. Okay, so we're looking for this one. S of P equal to 1/2 P plus 40. Okay, and we want to figure out as the price change increase by 10, right? How will the quantity supply change here? All right, so what we can do is we can definitely, if you plug in some numbers, for example, and we can plug in actual number for the price. Let's just make up some number. Let's just say if P is 10. Okay, so let's just say if our initial price at the beginning is $10. Let's solve for the supply. Okay, so S of P, that should be 1. Okay, so be S of 10, right? So that means we're gonna plug in 10 into where P is. So it'd be 1/2 times 10 plus 40. So 1/2 times 10, that's $5. $5 plus 40 is $45. Okay, so when we pick P equal to 10, we get S equal to 45, right? So we have is $10, the supply is 45. All right. And we can pick another number since we want to know when P equal to increase by 10, what happened, right? So let's pick P equal to 20. Okay, so that's an increase of $10. So the supply will be 1/2 times 20 plus 40, which is half of 20 is 10, plus 40 is 50 right there. Okay, so the price is $20. The total supply is actually 50. All right, we see the price increased by 10, right? So from 10 to 20. What happened to our supply? It increased by 5. Yeah, the supply increased by 5. Okay, so as the price increased by 10 here, the supply increased by 5. So our answer should be letter B. The quantity supply will increase by 5 units. Okay. Yeah, so you can, doesn't matter which number you begin with, you could pick a different p-value to begin with. As long as you increase by 5, as long as you increase the price by 10, the total quantity supply should increase by 5, because if you think about the slope here is 1/2, right? So if p increased by 10, half of that should be 5. Okay, so for number 17, we can plug in some numbers and then it should be B for our final answer here.